Do you ever feel like nutrition is so complicated? Like if you go online, you see one influencer saying you need to follow the carnivore diet, only eat meat. If you have any vegetables, that's terrible for you. Then you have other people saying you need to eat a plant-based diet, never eat meat, it's gonna give you heart disease and it's gonna give you cancer. Well, I'm a believer of balance. I believe we have all these different food sources that are available to us, clean proteins, healthy carbs, vegetables, fruits. And what I've done is built programs with Fit Father and Fit Mother that incorporate a balanced approach to nutrition that's actually sustainable. And this is why we've produced such good results for over 60,000 families in over 100 countries following our program, because our stuff's sustainable. It doesn't say you can never have a carb again or you should never eat meat. It's a balanced way of eating that works for most families long term. And what I want to do in today's video is actually teach you one of the prime strategies that we use inside the program. It's called building a perfect plate. This is a simple portion rule that if you make your dinner plates look like this, like I'm going to show you in just a moment, you're going to be calorie balanced. You can make so many great combinations. It's non-restrictive and it's super nutritious. This is whole foods, balanced approach to nutrition. I hope you enjoyed this video. We're going to hop into the archives and learn about the perfect plate. And today's video is special because what I want to do is basically pull back the curtain and share with you one of our team's core nutrition strategies that we're using inside our Fit Father and Fit Mother programs to help make nutrition simple and delicious without you needing to be on a restrictive diet or count calories and macros and everything that's going into your mouth. Because when it comes to nutrition, the key things that we need to think about is one, that we're eating roughly the right number of calories. Two, that we have a framework that's actually sustainable, so we know what to eat without a lot of guesswork. But three, there's also enough variety, so it's enjoyable to stick to the plan and we're not eating restrictive foods. Over the past 10 years, my team and I have helped over 50,000 Fit Fathers and Fit Mothers in over 100 countries use this strategy I want to share with you today called building a perfect plate to make nutrition simple and sustainable. So let's get into exactly what this is. The idea is pretty simple. For your lunches and your dinners each day, you basically want to build a plate that looks something like this. Half of your plate is filled with some kind of veggie you love. The key things with these veggies is it's giving you fiber that's good, it's giving you vitamins and minerals, and just the green stuff is typically good for you. A quarter of your plate is going to be filled with some kind of protein you love. We can swap all different kinds of proteins in here, and I'm going to show you some examples right here on this video today of different kinds of proteins. And then the final quarter of your plate is filled with some kind of healthy carb or a healthy fat. This is what a perfect plate looks like. And the magic of the perfect plate is that pretty much no matter what food you slot in here, the perfect plate is roughly around 500 calories. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. For most people, this is a really good target of a healthy meal. In fact, if you go out into eat at a restaurant and they have like a healthy section of their menu, typically their meals are like the 500 calories or less menu. So roughly we want to have meals that are right around this amount of calories. And if you do that consistently over a long period of time, your weight's going to end up getting to a really good balance point and you're going to be full in the process. So that's why perfect plates are so powerful. So what our members do is they make perfect plates for dinner. And for lunch, I'll show you some ways you can make it even more simple. And so let's dive into some specific perfect plates that I prepared for you in today's video. So one simple perfect plate that I absolutely love is this one right here. So what this perfect plate has is half of the plate is filled with some asparagus. We just baked it with a little salt, pepper, and a little bit of avocado oil on top. We have a quarter of the plate, which is filled with a chicken breast with some seasoning that we also baked. And then we also baked some of these sweet potatoes. So this is a perfect, simple, and delicious perfect plate. This whole plate right here probably has around 350 to 400 calories. If we threw any sauces or any stuff on there, maybe it has a little bit more, but it's absolutely simple and delicious. This is something you can make for your family very easily, right? You turn on the oven, you can bake the asparagus, bake the chicken, you can bake the sweet potatoes, and if you're smart and you do this in bulk, like we recommend doing meal prep once or twice a week, then you have these things you can just pull them from the fridge and assemble a perfect plate. Here's another example of a perfect plate that also fits this bill. Half of the plate is filled with what we have. We have some yellow bell peppers. Not exactly green, but it's still a fibrous veggie that's absolutely phenomenal. A quarter of the plate is going to be some quinoa, and the final quarter is some grass-fed ground beef that we cooked on stovetop. This also fits the perfect plate bill. You're getting protein and some healthy fats from the ground beef. You're getting more protein and healthy carbohydrates from the quinoa. You're getting fiber, vitamins, and minerals like crazy through these orange and yellow bell peppers. So what an amazing meal. It's kind of like a Mexican bowl. You could throw some salsa, maybe a little avocado on top. Really great meal. Here's another perfect plate that's a little more like what people might have for lunch. This is a lunch perfect plate. So what we did is we have half of the plate is filled with some kind of salad greens. You can put some extra virgin olive oil or whatever kind of healthy dressing that you like on top of that. We like olive oil based dressings because they're typically the healthiest. And then we made a perfect plate in the form of a sandwich. right? This has got turkey inside. It's got about, let's just say about 4 ounces of turkey. We have a little bit of smashed avocado in there, and you're getting the quote unquote core of your carbs on the plate from the Ezekiel bread. So 2 slices of bread is gonna be roughly around the equivalent of carbohydrates as we got from the sweet potatoes or from the quinoa. So the idea here is you can make so many perfect plates. They don't always look the exact same, but they're really effective. One more perfect plate that's really great to make is pairing something like this, right? Half of the plate, we have some steamed broccoli and carrots. A quarter of the plate, we have a little bit of white rice. A quarter of the plate, we have a piece of wild Alaskan salmon. So amazing. We can sub all sorts of different things in here, but the idea is the portions. If your portions look roughly like this, you're gonna be in good shape. And if you continue to have dinners like this on a consistent basis, 1, you're gonna have a variety of different foods. 2, you're automatically gonna be losing weight because you're eating healthy foods in a good calorie balance, and it's very, very effective. And the cool thing about perfect plates and this concept is we have people start to do perfect plates when they have quite a bit of weight to lose, and it helps them lose that weight naturally because they're on a calorie controlled diet, eating healthy foods that are giving their bodies the nutrients they need. Yet as your weight comes down, ultimately the perfect plates end up being the ideal portions to support your weight. Now, the cool thing about the perfect plate too is you can even play with this with yourself and do a little changing and swapping. So maybe you're a person who doesn't like carbohydrates quite as much and feels like your body runs better when you have healthy fats. So maybe, for example, you would take a perfect plate like this. You have the sauteed peppers, you have here some grass-fed ground beef, and instead of the quinoa, you throw a bunch of avocado on there. That's like a super low-carb version of a perfect plate. Still works great. Another thing that I think is really good to mention is for lunches, instead of necessarily doing a sandwich for this perfect plate, one thing you can totally do is just get any kind of salad mix or spring mix that you have and throw some protein on top. So a super on-the-go option for a perfect plate is just get some canned salmon or canned sardines. These are in olive oil. You can throw them on top of some salad mix and you're effectively making the same concept as a perfect plate. The idea here is the perfect plate is a model. It is a framework, and if you start thinking about creating healthier plates and they roughly look like this layout, then you know you're getting your veggies, you're getting your proteins, and you're still able to have healthy carbs or healthy fats while maintaining or losing weight. It's really that simple. And if you end up joining our Fit Father or Fit Mother programs, we'll give you the full recipe book with over 50 different perfect plate options, exact recipes to follow step by step to make this even easier for you. But the idea here is this. Looking at these perfect plates, what are you going to be making for dinner this week? How can you start to introduce this concept and maybe make a perfect plate dinner today or tomorrow? What kind of veggies can you throw on the plate? What kind of proteins does your family love? Can you cook these things in bulk? Because the cool thing about perfect plates, if you try to make perfect plates for dinner, so your family starts making perfect plates, then guess what? You can use leftovers for lunch the next day. So this perfect plate concept totally stacks up and you can really have a lot of these meals be more locked in. You're eating healthy foods you enjoy. You can swap out all sorts of different things for variety. And it's a really simple yet powerful concept when you apply this consistently in your life. So I hope you found this valuable, my friend. If you are making perfect plates right now, maybe just like intuitively you've been doing this, or strategically you're one of our program members and you actually do this, post below some of your favorite perfect plates, even some recipes. We'd love to share some with you. And of course, if you want help nailing your nutrition step by step with zero guesswork, join our Fit Father and Fit Mother programs. There's links in the description. We'll give you the full meal plan, exercise guidance, coaching from me and my team. Everything is included. I think you're gonna love that. So check the descriptions for links. Thanks for being here, my friend. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, hit the like button. It really helps this video spread across YouTube, and that means a lot to me and my team. And hit subscribe because you get access to 500 plus of our Fit Father and Fit Mother videos. We post videos every single week on simple nutrition concepts like this, but also stuff on exercise, form tutorial guides, how to get and stay motivated. We cover all this on the channels. Go forth, make some perfect plates. God bless you and your family. I hope you guys get and stay healthy, and I'll talk to you very soon.